Hey guys, how are we all? Welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a general weekly love reading for the sign of Capricorn. This can resonate with your sun, moon, rising or Venus sign. Now I could be reading for yourself or for your love interest, the one that's on your mind, so please use your own discernment and flip the roles to however this best resonates with your situation, but please do not make the story fit. So if the reading resonates or parts of the message resonate, then that's great. If it doesn't resonate, then it's simply not your message. So please take what you feel fits and leave the rest, guys. So we're going to use several different decks of cards today, but we're going to start off the reading with this deck here, which is the Light Seers Tarot. Now I'm shuffling this way because we're just going to do a straightforward upright reading for this week. So let's get into the cards, shall we? So Angels of Love and Light, can we please have clear and concise messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus? What do they need to know in relation to love for this week, please, and thank you. I'll do one more shuffle. I've done a major shuffle of all the cards already before pressing the record button, but I just like to do an extra shuffle for on camera as well. Okay, so what can we get here, please, for Capricorn? Oh, beautiful. Six of Cups. Wow. Okay. So there is someone that you have a very deep connection with. Potentially you may have a lot of history. This person, you may have known them for a long time in the sense of childhood or kind of teenage years, or you grew up together, or you may have known each other in your kind of late teens, early 20s, that type of thing. And I feel like you have a lot of fond memories with this person. Potentially for some of you, I'm picking up on that you could have a past life connection with this person. I feel like there's a strong soulmate vibe here, but we'll get kind of into it with the cards later on. I feel like there is a strong sense of loyalty in this connection. I feel like your love interest is really feeling that this could go the distance. You know, this could go the Wow, I'm getting, this is the difference. This could be the difference. So I feel like there could be a connection from the past that either you were in or your person was in the past, and there was a difference, like someone that your person may have known and they've been in that connection for a long time, and then they compare it to the connection that they known of with you, and you know, it all kind of sounds like it's very similar, but it's been very different, like two completely different scenarios. So in the sense of, I'm even getting a sense that you may even look like this person's ex for some reason. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I'm getting the sense of maybe this person has been fearful about moving forward a connection with you because potentially there are some sort of physical attributes that are very similar to whoever they dealt with from their past, and they've been scared that their history is going to repeat itself. I have no idea where that can come from, but obviously take what you feel resonates and leave the rest, guys. But there's going to be a major difference in this connection compared to one from the past, and you're the difference. I'm getting in the sense that yes, you may physically look like someone or that they've resonated with before in the past, but potentially you are just so different in relation to personality, like character, everything, like every which way. I'm even getting like the sense of your energy, your aura. There's something different about the connection with you and this person. I looked up the clock and I saw 444. So you could be seeing those numbers. Okay. The World. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Wow. So we have Aquarius, Leo, Taurus and Scorpio with the World card. I feel like someone is definitely closing off an old cycle elsewhere here with that World card. Something karmic in nature. And I feel this person's getting ready to... I'm getting renewal, a cycle with you. So you and this person may have had some sort of difficulties in the past. Maybe things didn't go off the ground with you and them before. And I feel like things are starting to kind of move on forward very quickly. Getting that sense of upliftment, refresh. Yeah, I feel like this person may communicate with you online, or you have an online presence, or this person's been kind of looking at your social media. Oh my gosh, with the Two of Cups. Wow. Very strong soulmate vibes here. Oh wow. Okay. So you could be dealing with a very high level soulmate, a past life connection with someone, or even for some of you, a divine counterpart, twin flame, divine masculine, divine feminine energy. There is a lot of love in this connection. I'm getting regardless of the amount of distance that there is between you, you feel this kind of spiritual soul tie with one another, which is really beautiful. But look, with that Ten of Swords, this person has definitely ended a cycle elsewhere, potentially with a karmic soulmate, so a karmic connection of sorts. They tried to build in this other situation, but it didn't work out, and now they want a new beginning, and they've ended an old connection. They could be going through a divorce, potentially with that King of Swords. Either that, or they're cutting of a legal contract, and also a karmic one, but they're just trying to put their feet on the ground right now. They're ready for a new beginning. They're ready to end something. You could be dealing with an Aries, potentially, or even a Scorpio for that matter. But let's get some more cards on the table and see what else we can get here for Capricorn. What else can we get here, please? For Capricorn, please and thank you. Eight of Cups, wow, interesting. The Six of Cups, yeah, I'm getting the strong sense there's a huge difference, because your person had to walk away from someone else who they felt something strongly with before, and they feel something strongly with you, but they may have not necessarily known the difference between the connection of you and this person, but they're starting to recognize what it is now, okay, because it may have looked very similar, the two of them against each other, the Knight of Wands and the Lovers. Yeah, this person may have had to walk away from a connection because there may have been a sense of physical kind of attraction there, lust, but they may have prioritized lust rather than love, and now they want love, they want a soul tie, they want someone who they feel deeply connected with on an emotional level and an intellectual level as well. You may have had to walk away from this person before. I'm even getting that you may have both walked away from each other at some point. There may have been some sort of silent treatment or ghosting. There may have not been very many answers. I'm getting the sense that there were more questions than answers to do with the connection, and so therefore you may have had to take off because you felt this deeper connection with this person, you felt this chemistry, you felt this passion, this desire, this love. You knew that there was a sense of a mutual attraction with one another, and it could be very successful, and that things would be very balanced with you here with that justice, and it would move on forward beautifully. But I feel like something just didn't play out. Something didn't work out between the two of you for one reason or another. What else here, please? For Capricorn. Wow, Two of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the King of Cups. Wow. This person does have deep love for you as much as you have deep love for this person. This person wants their Ten of Cups, and they want this with you, and I feel like you want this Ten of Cups and you want it with this person. There is a two-way love between the two of you, but you both have felt stuck at one point. Felt stuck about whether to pursue with this connection. You may have been a bit like unsure. I feel like your person is feeling this connection on a deeper level, unlike anything else that they've felt. And that's what's caused them to be a bit hesitant to reach out. This person wants to reconcile, they want to balance this. They want you and them to kind of move on to calmer waters. This person is getting ready to kind of come forward towards you with some sort of proposal. Now, it doesn't have to be romantic, but it could be. But I'm also getting a sense of like proposal of friendship, or to rebuild on the connection, or to kind of move your connection to the next level if you're already in a commitment with each other, or if you are kind of in communication with each other, then just to kind of see, you know, there's a sense of exclusivity in dating with one another. But this person loves you as much as you love them. And I feel like your person had to learn a difficult lesson from before. That they had to walk away from someone else or in something else to go and pursue real love in their life. Because they may have recognised that they didn't have that before. And if they were to have this real love, then they would have to leave. They would have to walk away. But this person has been, in a sense, scared to do this, to kind of follow through with a particular plan. But they are doing it. King of Swords, they've seen light on a situation here. They were very much more in their head space rather than their heart space. I feel like that's potentially why they stayed in an investment for so long. Yeah, look at that with the Seven of Pentacles. They were tied in with someone. Three of Cups and a legal contract with the Page of Swords. Yeah, King of Wands. Two of Pentacles. I feel predominantly that this person has been dealing with a third party. They may have even brought you into a third party situation. You may have not necessarily known of it at the time. Potentially you did, potentially you didn't. Like, you may have had some sort of hunch in knowing that this person was still dealing with a karmic partner or a karmic ex. But they may have just held back some sort of information from you. They didn't tell you of everything, and you've had to be very patient to get your kind of answers, your clarity. But you kind of felt something more with this person, but they just hadn't kind of owned up to it or fessed up to something that happened before. I feel like your person is really knowing, I'm getting with the depths of their soul, that they want to reach out, to contact you, to reunite with you, to try again, to prioritize the connection with you, to show their loyalty, and to know and understand that there is something much deeper here that kind of goes beyond just a typical kind of romantic connection. I feel like your person is trying to strategize on how to come forward and ask this sense of forgiveness from you and to go down a new path with them. What else here, please? The Devil. Wow, well, there's your energy, guys, with the Capricorn. And it kind of went over here as a block. So yeah, there has been a block in you and this person coming of together. But definitely something karmic in nature, where your person's been dealing with someone else or something else with a third party with the Three of Cups. Absolutely. I feel like your love interest kind of followed the crowd, as it were, of what everyone else should have been saying. They've been a bit like a puppet on a string here. They've potentially been quite easily manipulated here with someone else or in something else. And now they're getting ready to cut the cord to do with that and strike. I'm getting strike out on their own. This person has really struggled to leave an old situation, because I'm feeling this strong case of that they were bound to this person in a sense of enslavement, because there was something very karmic here, maybe a trauma bond, okay, something very addictive, and it was toxic, and your person was a bit unsure about moving on because they were fearful of the unknown. This person may have even blocked themselves in a sense of self-sabotage by knowing that there was true love with you, but they didn't move on and forward in pursuit of that because potentially they feel like they weren't worthy of the real thing. So they may have stayed in something where they felt comfortable because they didn't want to kind of strike out of it and become independent, I'm getting. So they could have been dealing with someone who was very codependent, or they were both as bad as each other in a sense of codependency. But again, with this kind of devil energy and the Eight of Cups, there was a strong sense of kind of lust rather than love. Okay? And they had to end that. They had to end that particular cycle within themselves with the Death card. Yeah. I feel like they stayed in a connection for purely practical reasons. It made common sense to stay there. They were very unhappy there, but they did it anyway. And I feel potentially they put other people's happiness, you know, way before their own. And now they're coming to a close of that. They're not doing that anymore with the Wheel of Fortune. They're getting out of that. They're moving on. I feel like your person is not dealing with someone else anymore. They're dealing with somebody very clingy. Very clingy. Your person's just decided it's been too much hard work. One more, please, for Capricorn. Thank you. Oh, okay, got two more. Oh, actually three more, wow. Ten of Swords, the Hermit, and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel you went through like some sort of spiritual awakening here. This whole connection with you and this person ending from before was very painful. You may have just wanted something along the lines of friendship before. You may have not really requested much for this person. And they kind of breadcrumbed you in a sense, and this was very painful. You may have not wanted to kind of see the truth of a situation before, but I feel like you were shown of this truth because it was so important for you to know and understand that the timing probably wasn't right for you back then. But I'm getting this indication now that this person is going through something similar, or they've gone through something similar now, in recognizing that who they've been dealing with didn't really have the best of intentions for them. Yeah, and that they just wanted something stable here with that kind of Ten of Pentacles, something stable, something kind of grounded in the material, something physical. One more, please. Seven of Wands. Yeah, your person is now gritting their teeth, as it were, and putting boundaries with someone. And protecting of their energy because they've awoken to some sort of truth to do with this other relationship or situationship or workplace or friendship, or, you know, I'm getting mother or father of my children, that type of thing. That's what I'm getting. And your person is wanting to have a new beginning with that Three of Wands. They're wanting to turn their back. And we have the 7 and the 3 of Wands adding that up, and that is the 10. And I feel like your person wants to let go. I'm getting let go of the responsibilities and burdens that are not relating to them anymore. Got nothing to do with them. Yeah, with the Sun. It's been illuminated here. Leo energy with the Ace of Cups. This person wants to move on. They want love in their life. And they're getting ready to travel, to come forward and pursue love. They're determined to become self-sufficient, to get out of codependency. This person wants to revive a connection. They want their dreams to come true. This person has been daydreaming and kind of longing for the day of when they can get together with you. I'm getting as well that this person feels this strong sense of joy and bliss and optimism when they're around you. And they can't think of anything else other than moving on forward in this love connection with you. And they're hoping that you're not going to kind of give up on this. And they don't want to give up on this at all either. This person could be learning how to kind of co-parent, I'm getting. Co-parent. Wow, I'm getting custody for some reason. So potentially they could be fighting for custody as of right now to do with their children. Oh wow, I don't know why I'm getting that, but I'm getting like unfit parent, so unfit mother, unfit father. So potentially your love interest could have been dealing with someone who was very selfish. I'm getting, wow, gosh, sounds awful. I'm getting the word negligent for some reason. Negligent. So potentially your person may kind of confide in you and tell you of the truth to do with the situation, that it wasn't so easy to get out of where they were. You know, obviously, you know, there's not necessarily making of excuses, but I feel like your person knows that they owe you an apology for what happened before, especially if they did ghost you, if they went kind of silent. They know that that wasn't right. They may have strung you along in some sort of regard because they weren't open and honest. And I feel like your person is now getting ready to come forward and say, look, I didn't handle things properly. I could have treated you a lot better and I wish that I had done. I feel differently about this connection. I'm getting the sense that this person is very much triggered, or they have been triggered to kind of face some sort of, I'm getting inner childhood wounds, something that happened in their childhood that could have potentially got in the way of them moving on forward and actually going towards the real deal in relation to love. Yeah, I feel like this person wants to kind of start a family with you. They would definitely like more children if you're able to have children. If you are also wanting of children, obviously, you know, I'm getting a sense of growing a family. So maybe even just blending of families if you have your own children and your person does, or even if you're not wanting of children or able to have children, etc. I'm just getting a sense of like having pets, like just having some sort of family unit, like this is something that's important to this person. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a few cards from the Soulmates in Separation unspoken love messages and see what your love interest would like to say to you, or what you would like to say to them. Because I feel like potentially for a lot of you, you've been in separation for a while where there's been no contact or little contact. Or if you are in communication, then it could be a bit sporadic right now. I feel like if it is a bit sporadic, your person isn't wanting for it to be sporadic. They want it to be consistent. They want you to kind of know of the truth to do with everything and move on forward together. But it's not been easy. I'm getting the strong sense of it's been complicated here. What else here, please? What can we get here for Capricorn? Well, that one is to show itself. I wasn't ready for what you was offering. Wow. So you may have kind of offered the world to this person in the past, in a sense. Like, you may have not kind of outright said, well, I want to have a family with you and I want, you know, to get married and everything else. But this person may have felt it on some sort of intuitive level that that's what you were wanting from this person, even if you kind of only approach the subject in a sense of wanting friendship. But this person may have been, I'm getting the word spooked, but they could have potentially have already been in a commitment with someone as well. I feel like this person, I don't know, it's a bit complicated. What else here, please? What else here for Capricorn? Or potentially, you may have known that they were in a connection with someone else, or they were kind of closely related to someone else, as in a sense, like they were dealing with the mother or father of their children. They may have said that they weren't in a relationship with that person, but potentially they were. And so therefore this person may have said that they were single and they lied about it. They may have been a bit deceitful in a sense that they may have had to feel, they felt like they didn't want you to kind of walk away, but they wanted their cake and eat it too. They knew that there was something more with you rather than just the sense of a physical connection. They felt something more there, but it didn't make logical sense because you probably hadn't spent that much time together. So what I'm getting from all of this is the sense of that this person may have been very unhappy in another connection. They were committed to someone, they were in a relationship, they said that they were single, and then potentially they may have been like, well, I can offer you, you know, that physical intimacy, I can offer you sex, but I can't offer you of anything else. And you may have thought that this person was single, like they were a bachelor or a bachelorette, but potentially they weren't. They were tied up legally with someone. Obviously, everyone's story is different. They could have been in an open relationship or an open marriage. They may have had an agreement with their kind of person, whoever they were dealing with, or there was a sense of infidelity there. For some of you, whoever your person was dealing with, your love interest was dealing with a karmic partner or a karmic ex who was unfaithful to them, or they were both unfaithful to each other, or your person was unfaithful to this person, this karmic partner or the karmic ex. Potentially with you, but I feel that it most likely probably wasn't with you. There was something else going on here as well. I'm picking up on lots of energy, guys, so with these messages, please just take me for resonates and leave the rest. And I also feel potentially you weren't just ready either for the sense of, you know, just having that kind of hookup connection or casual connection with this person. You wanted something more, you wanted something solid. And so therefore when you spoke to them, it kind of didn't make logical sense or rational sense to you as to why this person wasn't able to kind of go down this path with you, because they may have said one thing and they were doing of another. And so therefore it may have come across as very sneaky. You know, this person's probably a good person. They probably are. But I feel like they really just effed up and they didn't go about things properly. Look, deliver me from temptation. So they may have had issues with addictions, with codependency. They may have had you know, troubles with casual relationships. Yeah, well, I'm getting all sorts of things, guys. What else here, please? The Capricorn. They were definitely more in their kind of darker energy, their shadow aspect of themselves, like more in their ego. What else here, please? I am afraid that it's too late to turn around and make it right. They want to make it right with you. They hope that you haven't walked away from them and this connection. But I feel like with that wanting to come out reversal as well, this person is getting over a particular fear of thinking and feeling that it's too late and that you've walked away, and they're getting ready to come back around into your life and to apologise to you, to ask for your sense of forgiveness. And if you can move on forward together, look, I hope we can come back together and pick up where we left off. That's what they want. But I feel like you're being very cautious. Like you're going to have to take your time and build trust with this person and kind of have all your cards out on the table. And it may be a bit awkward, guys, but I feel like it's really important that you kind of speak of your truth. I carry guilt for the way I mistreated you. Wow. Well, yeah, this person does carry guilt. And I feel the sense that, you know, if they weren't to feel guilty, then you could have been dealing with someone who potentially was very toxic, or they had very manipulative ways, or for some of you could have been dealing with a narcissist. But I'm getting the sense that because this person is most likely a good person and they feel this strong sense of guilt, and they do want to come forward towards you and tell you of the truth and to say to you that they are very sorry for what happened. I feel like this person was probably very emotionally immature. Emotionally immature. Judgment. I'm making the decision once and for all to turn this around. Yeah, they are. They definitely had dealt with their karma, or they're dealing with their karma right now. You made me see a side of me that I've grown to hate. Yes, I feel with you walking away and making that judgment call to kind of leave of this person, leave this situation from before, in knowing that it wasn't right for you and them to kind of move on forward together, it's really made them look at themselves in the mirror and they haven't liked it. And I feel like that's why this person is wanting to come forward and do things properly with you now, because they've got something kind of eating at their conscience and they know that they didn't do right by you. What can we get here with the hidden truth, please? The hidden truth. Yeah. The hidden truth. What do they want to say to you, or what you want to say to them? There's some sort of... I'm getting confession. Confession. I'm getting that song by Usher. These are my confessions. These are my confessions. What else here, please? For Capricorn. What wants to be said? I keep on getting drawn to that. I wasn't ready for what you was offering. I feel like potentially this person may say to you, look, we were just too young at the time. I know I was a distraction from your pain, and it looked like it wanted to come out reversal. So what I'm getting is that this person was trying to distract themselves with work. This person could have also been a workaholic here, very much focused on their career. They could have used other things to distract them from the fact that you most likely walked away from this person at some point because they weren't ready. This person just probably didn't even communicate to you and say that they weren't ready for what you was offering. Like, they just didn't give you any sorts of explanation, so you may have been incredibly confused. Maybe even the karmic partner or the karmic ex has had like some sort of argument with your love interest, and I'm getting the strong sense that this karmic partner or the karmic ex has said, look, I know I was a distraction from your pain, because this person, your love interest, may have started acted differently when you kind of got out of their life and you haven't kind of interacted with this person for a while, and they noticed it, and so therefore they may have had a lot of disagreements where things kind of went downhill. Like they weren't very good anyway, but they just seemed to kind of get worse for some reason. And look, I look for you everywhere. This person looks for you everywhere. But also I'm getting the strong sense that this person feels that you're a distraction from their pain, in the sense of, like, if they are really working on themselves right now to get out of what's not right for them and kind of actually addressing these kind of, I'm getting behaviours and things from the past, and they're actually kind of cutting ties and they're like going through something to elevate themselves, then I feel like this person is kind of seeing you everywhere, and you're the one that kind of helps them get through the day, and in a sense you're kind of guiding them in some sort of way for them to close out what they need to, so that they can feel like they have more happening in their life at a later date, like a later point, like there is something to look forward to. Wow. I'm sorry if this doesn't sound like it makes sense, but what's coming out is what's coming out. It was my fault, but I blamed you. Yeah, so this person may have been pointing the finger at you rather than necessarily of themselves about how certain things were unfolding. That could be also a reason why, as to why things didn't move on forward with you guys in the past. They may have blamed you for, in a sense, why their relationship with a karmic partner or the karmic ex wasn't working out anymore, because you weren't there in their life, or because of something that you may have said or did. But we know that that's not true. That whoever they were dealing with was, you know, it was kind of, I'm getting going down the pan anyway. It wasn't working out anyway. And I wish I'd treated you better. Yeah, this person really does wish they treated you better. What else here for Capricorn? Thank you. I don't react when people mention you. Yeah, this person literally is like trying to hold a poker face right now, trying to become nonchalant, or they may have been quite nonchalant. But that's only because, in a sense, they are in a lot of pain and upset from the fact that you walked away, and maybe they were quite willing to admit it to themselves that the reason you walked away is because they were coming across as, you know, relatively toxic from before. They were coming from more of a place of their ego rather than necessarily of their higher self. This person tries to wear a mask to hide the fact that they're hurting so much from what happened between you and them, but also from who they've been dealing with before. One more, please. One more for Capricorn. Wow. Too many, but look, I love you unconditionally. The timing just wasn't right for us, and I hope you can forgive me one day. And then look, I wish I could take back my words. This person wishes they could take back their words. They do feel guilt. They are very sorry. They're hoping you can forgive them. They're going to come forward and apologise. The timing wasn't right for us, and they do love you. And I feel like you do love this person. I couldn't let you get close to me, and I'm becoming a better person. Yeah, they are working on themselves, and potentially they couldn't let you get close to them because they were scared of, in the sense that they recognise that what there was with you was genuine love, and they hadn't experienced that before, and potentially they may have thought that they had love with someone, but they didn't. And they're recognising that what they have with you, or had with you before, was true, and it probably still is true. And they've had to distinguish between fake love and true love. But let's look into this with the Lover's Oracle. So I'm just going to pull 3 cards to get some sort of advice, guidance, or just a closing message for you today. So if you are enjoying this reading and you did fancy supporting myself and the channel, there is a donation link now available. So thank you so much to those of you who have already donated. I greatly appreciate you guys. Even if you do not financially donate, a great way to energetically donate is to like, share, subscribe and comment down below, and I'll eventually get back to your comments, guys, so thank you so much. But if you are enjoying of this video and you did fancy supporting us, then please hit the thumbs up, the like button, as that does make a massive difference with the channel, and it really does help get the messages out there to people who may need to see them at this time, so thank you all so much. So let's get into this. What can we get, please? Angels of Love and Light. Can we please have 3 cards, 3 messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Oh, Venus. Wow, okay, straight out, guys. Well, there we are. Well, there's 1 and there's the 2. Gosh, that was quick, wasn't it? I was not expecting that. Maybe something's going to turn around quickly. Maybe there's a sense of urgency that this person feels to come around and make it right with you. Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. Wow. So yeah, this person definitely wants to be in your life. They want to have the sense of fun. They want to take things less seriously. They are going to take things seriously with you, obviously, because there has been a lot of heartache here. There has been disagreements. I'm getting a sense of gross misunderstandings between you as well. I'm just getting a strong sense of immaturity here, and this person may have been more in their ego, and, you know, they just needed to take the time to kind of grow up and go through certain experiences. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. Wow. See, this is it. This person has needed to take the time to be away from you, to miss you, and also to be in this separation, a sense of they were listening to their head rather than their heart, and now they're trying to distinguish a better balance between the two, and they're wanting to follow their heart to close off this old cycle and go towards their happiness, which they feel like is to be with you. And then wait, don't rush into it, allow nature to take its course. Yeah, so this person does have this sense of urgency wanting to come forward and do right by you, but they know that they have to do things slowly, because in the sense that you may have your guard up with what happened before. Okay, bottom of the deck. Beautiful. Wow, new beginning. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Yeah, so, well, there we have it with 3 of Wands, the Sun and the Ace of Cups, and obviously with the World. So there is a beautiful new beginning coming into play. You will be able to have that sense of smooth sailing with one another at some point. There will be a new adventure. You will be able to have this sense of fun. But it's been very difficult. I'm getting very much like trying times here. Like things have been so painful. But I'm getting this overall impression that it won't last that much longer, in the sense of this pain won't last that much longer. Like things are starting to really turn around for you guys, for you both for that matter. Okay, so anyway guys, that's going to be the end of the reading. I hope you have enjoyed this reading as much as I've enjoyed reading for you today. If you did enjoy this reading, then please hit the thumbs up, the like button, as I do really appreciate that. Really does help get the messages out there to people who may need to see them at this time, so thank you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful week. Please take care of yourselves, and we'll speak to you very soon. So thank you, take care, and bye for now.